Hi friends, I am Jay Bansod and today you are watching Jay the Petrolhead. So today I am going to talk about V-type engines. If you have watched my previous videos in which I have explained the layouts of engines, then you would have probably come across V-type engines. So in this video I am going to discuss about V-type engines. So first of all, what is a V-type engines? In a V-type engines, the cylinders are equally placed at an angle on a common crankshaft like this. In this diagram you can see this is the crankshaft and these two are pistons. Actually these are not two pistons, it's a V8 engine. There are three more pistons behind each of the piston in both the banks. So this is a V8 V type engine. So when you hear the term V8, V12, V6 or V10 or any of the V engines, so it simply refers that the block of the engine is constructed in the shape of a V, and there are, like in a V10, there are 10 cylinders and they are placed side by side in two banks and in equal numbers on a common crankshaft. So now you know that what is a V-type engine. So I am going to discuss about the pros and cons of the V-type engines. So first of all, the first benefit of V-type engines like V8, V10, V12 is that you can make more power by adding the number of cylinders, and while doing this you don't have to increase the length of the engine, and you can fit the a shorter engine in a car and can make much more power than your previous engine. So here the logic is that in while maximizing the torque and horsepower, what you need is you need a proper mixture of airflow as well as a fuel injection which is good and optimum for your engine to suit, and then you need maximum power strokes per minute. Therefore what you do, you just increase the number of cylinders in an engine, but while doing so in an inline layout, which I am going to cover in my future videos, is that you have to increase the length of the block, and that's why you have to increase the length of the hood of the car, or simply you can't fit that engine in a car. So here, while manufacturing your engine in a V layout, so facilitates you that you can fit this engine in the shorter car, and then you can make more horsepower than the engine of the same length. And the next pro of this engine is that it uh, it creates less secondary harmonics or less secondary vibrations. But when you use a cross plane crankshaft with it, then if you use a flat plane crankshaft, secondary harmonics are less as compared to other layouts of engines, but still there are some. So I'm going to cover about this secondary balancing and secondary vibrations in my future video, but for now keep one thing in mind, that V engine has less secondary harmonics and so on. And I am going to now discuss the cons of V engines. So there are two main cons of V engines, and that are they are heavy in weight as compared to shorter cylinders or the engines having less cylinders, and they are complex to design and manufacture. It requires a lot of hard machining processes and designing processes. And the most biggest con of V-type engines is that they are expensive and it takes a lot of time to manufacture them, as well as a lot of expenses to manufacture and facilitate them. But after all, if you can afford to manufacture and use a V type engine, then they are much better than their inline counterparts. And I am going to cover inline and boxer engines in my future videos, but for now you understand what is meant by V-type engines. So thank you, stay tuned, hit the like button, and if you like my video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.